A good friend who recently moved out of state called me a few days ago for some fitness advice. He often calls me because he's always reading and watching videos online and sometimes hear things that contradict with some of the things that we've done in the past. Before moving out of state, he trained with me for several years. I've been a personal trainer for over 25 years and he values my opinion. While doing full sit-ups at his current gym, a trainer walked by and said, "You know you should never do full sit-ups because they're bad for your lower back." He told him not only has he done full sit-ups with me, but we've done them using weights, meaning the medicine ball. Now I've had this conversation with my friend before, and he asked if I could post the conversation about sit-ups on social media so he could share it with some of his coworkers. As a health professional, I encourage everyone to work out, and there's some basic things that I tell people to do, like go for a walk or stay hydrated or just do something. But it would be impossible to give specific advice to someone you've never met. Now doing demonstration videos online, that's one thing, but to tell people what they should or shouldn't do is totally different. I told my friend that I know what he's capable of doing, therefore I could advise him. He went on to say that his coworkers are about the same age, so should they do some of the same exercises that he does? I reminded him that the advice that I gave him was for him, not his coworkers. See, here's the problem with that. Your age is where you are chronologically, not biologically. You can have 10 people who are all the same age, but all be in different fitness categories. I've had 50-year-olds do what some 20-year-olds can't do. The type of exercise that you do should be determined by your age, your current fitness level, previous or current injuries, your flexibility, and your goals. Your goals meaning, what are you training for? If you're training for the Olympics or for a college scholarship or to run a marathon, you're not going to be doing the same exercise that someone who's not training for these things are doing. People ask me all the time, should I do a full sit-up because I saw a trainer online say it's bad for your back? Well, I saw a goat driving a truck online too. This is why it's bad to give advice online. Now make no mistake about it, the people that do that know exactly what they're doing, which is utilizing what they've learned in marketing class, not in their anatomy and physiology or kinesiology or biology class. They say that to get you hooked, and it works. They target a popular exercise that you've been doing and say you should never do this exercise. Well, that catches your attention because now you want to know what it is that you should be doing. I'm 53 years old and I've been doing sit-ups since the 3rd grade when the President's Fitness Challenge started back in the 70s. I also have the physical fitness exam from law enforcement agencies across the country for cadets testing to become a police officer. It varies from state to state, but there's a minimum number of sit-ups that you must perform to pass the test. I think the age to become a police officer is between 19 and 35, but I'm not really sure about that. But I doubt very seriously that law enforcement agencies across the country would not only suggest, but require you to do sit-ups if they thought that it was bad for your lower back. That would be a workman's comp nightmare. It's similar with the 4 branches of the military. I've trained professional athletes, and believe me, they all can crank out a couple of hundred sit-ups. I do sit-ups several times a day. First when I get out of bed, then throughout the day, getting up and down, demonstrating exercises. Now, if you're just starting out, full sit-ups may be too advanced for you. If you've had back surgery, you probably shouldn't do full sit-ups. But if you've had back surgery, you probably shouldn't ride a bike, swim, do squats, or overhead presses either. With all my years of experience and research, it's impossible for me to tell you what exercises you should or shouldn't do without a proper evaluation. Now, obviously, the point that I'm trying to make is there are a lot of different factors that determine what type of exercise you should or shouldn't do. Are some exercises more advanced than others? Of course they are. What may be easy for me may be impossible for you, regardless of my age or yours. A lot of people ask me if they should do CrossFit. Understand that most CrossFit routines are an advanced form of exercise. So be fit enough to do CrossFit. If you're going to run a marathon, understand that that's an advanced form of exercise and requires proper training. So if someone asks me if they should run a marathon this weekend, the answer is yes and no. Yes if you've been training for it, and no if you haven't. Not everyone wants to take their exercises to these extremes because you will definitely increase your risk of injury, which is why goals, along with the other things that I've mentioned, are important factors when determining what type of exercises you do.